Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know, we walk through places like schools, offices, restaurants every day.
All the time.
And there are these unsung heroes, right? Things working away in the background, keeping everything clean, running smoothly.
Totally. Things we barely notice, but they're essential. Like, genuine thought goes into them.
Exactly. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of those workhorses. It's the Frost F101 Universal Towel Dispenser.
Yes, the F101. And the F101, the locking version.
Seems simple, just a box for towels. But it's actually a bit of an industry standard, and there are some really surprising benefits packed in there.
Yeah, our mission today is really to unpack why it's so widely used. We'll look at the design, how it works, how durable it is.
And the cost savings, too, right? Which is always a big factor.
Definitely. It's all about being practical, reliable, a solid solution for lots of different places. It's just smart design when you get down to it.
And we've done our homework. We looked at the product specs, watched some YouTube videos of them in action.
And the maintenance guides, the warranty info from the manufacturer, it's pretty detailed stuff.
It really is. Amazing how much goes into something you just pull paper out of.
Right.
And for anyone managing facilities, looking for these kinds of things, you often find them through specialized suppliers. Like Handy Washroom Direct is a good example.
Oh yeah, places like that are key. These dispensers are integral, really. Doesn't matter if it's a huge mall or a small office. Good design makes a difference.
Okay, so let's unpack this. First big thing about the Frost 101 and the 103 series too is this universal advantage.
Right. It's not just a buzzword. Industry standard here really means it's super adaptable. You can basically put it anywhere.
Any room, any site location, that's pretty broad.
It is, and that's a huge plus if you're managing, say, multiple buildings or different types of spaces. Makes buying stuff way easier.
And you probably have seen them everywhere, you just didn't register it. The sources mentioned, like a huge list of places.
Yeah, schools, restaurants, malls.
Office buildings, health facilities, gyms, retirement homes.
Condos, rec centers. It's a really diverse list.
It really shows how adaptable they are.
And that comes down to the core design philosophy, doesn't it? It's meant to be practical, durable, and, well, diverse.
It's not trying to be flashy, just really good at its job in lots of situations.
Exactly. It nails the basics. Hygiene, ease of use, lasts a long time.
Okay, so that versatility is one thing. But then there's how easy it is to actually use. That's the second point, right? The intuitive design.
Yeah, super user-friendly. It was engineered to be, well, extremely straightforward. Effortless, even.
And that simplicity means less chance of it breaking down, I guess.
Precisely. Fewer malfunctions. Which is great for the person drying their hands, obviously, but also really good for the property managers and the maintenance folks.
Makes sense. Less hassle for everyone involved.
Fewer service calls, less frustration. It's like a hidden efficiency gain.
So how does it actually work? It's manual, right?
Completely manual, no levers, no buttons, no sensors, just ready to go.
Okay. And putting the towels in, is that easy too?
Dead simple. You just lift the front door, it pivots up, put the towels in.
Like a roller folded ones.
Either. That's part of the universal thing. You feed the loose end through the gap at the bottom, close the door. That's it.
No tricky threading or anything?
Nope. Very straightforward.
And then for the user?
You just pull down on the paper that's sticking out, pull out as much as you need.
And then just tear it off?
Yeah, you tear it upward and kind of to the side. It's a natural motion, cuts cleanly.
And it takes different kinds of towels?
Yeah, pretty much any standard single fold or roll towel. The limit is about 15.4 centimeter diameter, so 6 inches.
Okay.
And 25.4 centimeters long, which is 10 inches. So quite accommodating.
Which means you're not stuck buying one specific, maybe expensive type of towel.
Exactly. And that leads us perfectly into the third point, the economic benefits. This is a big one.
The money aspect, always important.
Right. The key here is that it's non-proprietary, meaning it can use paper towels from basically any standard commercial producer. You're not locked into buying Frost's paper or anyone else's specific brand.
Okay, that sounds like a big deal. Avoids that vendor lock-in thing.
It's huge. Think about it. Lots of dispensers out there force you to buy their specific, often pricier, paper.
So with the F101, you can shop around, Look for the best deals on standard paper towels.
Precisely. You can get competitive bids, find better prices. That saves real money on janitorial supplies over time, year after year.
That definitely impacts the bottom line for a facility.
Absolutely. And it's not just the paper cost. The design itself is ergonomic for servicing.
How so?
Well, that front-loading door makes refilling quick and easy for the maintenance staff. Less time spent fiddling with each unit.
So faster refills, more efficient use of staff time, which also saves money.
Exactly. It streamlines the whole process. It's efficient all around.
Efficiency savings.
Right.
Great combo. But none of that matters if the thing falls apart after 6 months.
Right. Good point. Which brings us to number 4, durability and quality construction. These things are built to last.
Essential in public spaces. They take a beating.
They really do. And durable construction means fewer replacements, less waste, fewer repairs. It all adds up.
So what are they made of? The specs mention steel.
Yeah, mostly cold-rolled steel. The front is 20 gauge, which is pretty robust. Sides and back might be slightly thinner, like 22 or 24 gauge, but still strong steel.
And what's cold rolled mean, practically?
It basically means the steel is processed to be stronger and have a smoother finish than hot-rolled steel. Good for durability and appearance.
Okay. And it's coated.
Yep, white epoxy powder coat finish.
Yeah.
Protects against rust, scratches, general wear and tear. Even the cutting bar is 22 gauge steel with a black epoxy coat.
Seems solid. What about the moving parts, like the door hinge?
Ah, good question. They use full-length stainless steel piano hinges.
Piano hinge,
Yeah,
like on piano lid.
Sort of, yeah. It runs the full length of the door. It distributes the weight and stress way better than smaller hinges. Makes the door mechanism much more robust, less likely to sag or break. It's a sign of quality.
Gotcha. And size-wise, are they bulky?
Not really. They're pretty compact, about 25 centimeters high, 27 wide, 17 deep. That's roughly 10 by 11 by 7 inches.
Yeah.
And they weigh about 2.3 kilos, so just over 5 pounds. Sturdy, but not crazy heavy to install.
All right, so durable, easy to use, saves money. What else? You mentioned a locking version, the F1011.
Yes, point number 5, enhance security with that locking model.
Why the lock?
Well, it's pretty simple. It helps reduce pilferage, people stealing rolls of paper towels, and also vandalism.
Ah, right. That can be a real issue in some public places, unfortunately. Costs money to keep replacing towels or fix damaged units.
Exactly. So the lock gives property managers peace of mind. Keeps the supply secure, protects the unit itself.
Makes sense. Is it like a standard key?
It's a keyed tumbler lock. And importantly, you can get replacement parts for it. Like if a key gets lost or the lock itself gets damaged.
You don't have to replace the whole dispenser.
Right. You can just get a new key. The specific number is a 170 key, C550, or a replacement hook lock. That serviceability is good for the long haul.
That focus on long-term use ties into the last main point, doesn't it? Installation, maintenance, warranty, keeping it going.
Absolutely. Point 6 is all about that longevity. Installation is pretty straightforward. It comes with 4 screws. The locking one comes with a key, too.
Easy DIY job.
Well, they recommend having a qualified tradesperson do it, just to make sure it's secure, mounted correctly, meets any local codes.
Okay, fair enough. And where should it go on the wall, height-wise?
There are accessibility guidelines. The bottom of the unit should be somewhere between 38 and 122 centimeters off the floor. That's about 15 to 48 inches.
So it's usable for most people, including those in wheelchairs.
Exactly. Important for public facilities.
And once it's up, how do you keep it working well?
Just basic preventative maintenance and cleaning. The sources stress this really helps extend the product life.
What kind of cleaning?
Simple stuff mostly. Wipe it down with a damp cloth. If it's dirty, use warm water and mild soap, or a gentle all-purpose cleaner.
Okay.
But always test the cleaner on a hidden spot first. And for stainless steel parts, use a proper stainless steel cleaner for fingerprints or smudges.
Are there things you shouldn't use?
Oh yeah, this is critical. Absolutely. NO harsh detergents or chemical cleaners. Big warning here.
Like what?
Anything with bleach, acids, or chlorides. You find those in a lot of toilet bowl cleaners. They can stain or even damage the stainless steel over time.
Eat away at it.
Yeah, potentially. Also, avoid ammonium-based soaps on stainless steel. Stick to the mild stuff or approved stainless cleaners.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. What if someone does use the wrong thing and it gets discolored?
Stop using that cleaner immediately. Then, try to clean it quickly with an approved stainless cleaner and maybe a slightly firmer scrub pad like a Scotch-Brite pad, always wiping with the grain.
Okay. And if you don't follow those cleaning rules?
You could cause permanent damage. And importantly, that kind of damage isn't covered by the warranty.
Right. The warranty.
What does it cover? It's generally 12 months from shipment. Covers defective product or parts. They'll repair or replace, and cover freight if they authorize it beforehand.
But not damage from harsh chemicals.
Correct. Discoloration from chemicals or harsh environments is specifically excluded, not seen as a defect.
And they don't cover the cost of taking the old one down or putting the new one up.
No, installation and removal costs aren't included.
Still, it's good to know replacement parts are available, like that cutting blade you mentioned.
Yeah, being able to replace just a part instead of the whole unit adds to that long life and cost effectiveness.
Okay, so let's wrap this up, bringing it all together.
Yeah.
The Frost F101 standard or locking version.
Okay.
It really seems like a solid choice.
It really does. You've got that practical, universal design. It's easy to use and maintain. It's built tough.
And the non-proprietary paper thing is a huge plus for saving money long term.
Absolutely. It's just a well-thought-out, beneficial piece of equipment for almost any facility.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How much invisible engineering goes into these everyday things in public spaces.
Totally. Things we just use without a second thought, like a towel dispenser. But the design choices have real impacts on hygiene, on how efficiently the building runs.
Even on the economics of maintaining the place.
Exactly. It kind of makes you wonder, what other simple objects around us have that kind of hidden depth, that thoughtful design we just don't see?
Yeah, that's a great question. Something to ponder next time you're, out and about.
Definitely. And if you are interested in learning more about these kinds of washroom solutions, checking out sites like handywashroom.com is a good place to start. They've got lots of info and products.
Excellent. Well, that was another fascinating deep dive. Thanks for walking us through the F101.
My pleasure. Always interesting to look closely at seemingly simple things.
Indeed. All right, thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.